Hello friends. Big machines like Komatsu excavators can lose crores of money on paper just because we do the fixed assets accounting wrongly. In this video, I'll show you a simple method under IAS 16 that will make your profits more realistic and your assets more bank friendly. Hi, my name is Pratheej and welcome to Deep Dive into IFRS. If you work with construction, manufacturing or long life assets, then this video will help you avoid major mistakes when it comes to fixed assets accounting. Imagine you buy a Komatsu excavator for 100 crores. Inside this Komatsu excavator, there will be an engine, other parts, and electronic parts as well, each having a different useful life. But generally, in a lot of books of accounts, you see everything dumped into one ledger called plant and machinery or PPE. And what's the result? Suppose when you're changing an engine, you're replacing an engine after 5 years of its useful life, you still have a portion of the old engine sitting in your books of accounts. And when you do this, the profit jumps or drops drastically, which does not match with the business reality. One client once told me, our assets are brand new, but the bank is telling that the asset values look weak. See, the problem was not with the assets. It was just wrong accounting. IAS 16 says, if a part of an asset is significant and has a different useful life, then treat that as a separate component. This is called component accounting. So, for the Komatsu excavator, the engines, transmissions, and electronic parts are different, significant, and have different useful lives. So, they have to be accounted for separately. Just think of an aircraft. You would never depreciate the jet engine at the same rate as that of the body. So similarly for an excavator, the engine has a different useful life and the cabin another useful life. So they have to be accounted for separately as separate components. In the latest financials of Komatsu Ltd, the total PPE value is about 500 billion yen, out of which 120 billion yen is exclusively for components like engines, gearboxes, etc. And in that same year, Komatsu Ltd bought new engines worth 12 billion yen and scrapped old engines with a book value of 10 billion yen. So in practical terms, what does this mean for you? Whenever there's a replacement, your profits don't show a sudden spike and there's a logical smooth pattern. And when it comes to your asset values, the tax authorities, banks and investors have a clear picture. When it comes to management, they have a clear distinction when it comes to new purchases and upgrades. Let me tell you how this works practically. Suppose you have an old engine and you have decided to replace that with a new engine. So what you do is, step number 1, remove the old engine from your books of accounts. Step number 2, bring in the new engine, capitalize it. Step number 3, arrive at the useful life of this new engine. Suppose if it's 5 years, you have to depreciate this new engine over a period of 5 years. So this kind of disclosure was very clearly given in Komatsu Ltd's financials. So they were telling how they typically replace their engine assets every 4 to 6 years and how this improves the resale value. Analysts praised this level of clarity in their accounting and almost hailed it as the gold standard of accounting and reporting when it comes to the heavy industry clients. For your clients or your company, this kind of similar treatment can mean better loan terms, more confidence from investors, and fewer surprises when it comes to replacements of parts. Let's bring this reality to India. You might be thinking, I run a manufacturing company or a construction company, so can I use this component accounting for my company? Yes, you can definitely use it. Your second question might be, will this change my tax position or only my book profits? See, your tax position will not change because ultimately the income tax uses the block of assets method for depreciation, which has nothing to do with Ind AS. So your tax position is not going to change, but your book profits will definitely change. It will reflect a more realistic value. See, think of your assets like a human body. You don't treat your bones, your skin, or your other organs the same way. You allocate a separate file for each organ. Component accounting is just like that. I hope this video was useful to you guys. For more such interesting videos, please subscribe to our channel. Till I see you in the next episode, thank you for your valuable time.